Black Squad, what's going on, man? How y'all doing? Man, I'm out here. What is it? It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning. Ran to the store real quick. Grab a pack of cigarettes. I ain't sleep any fucking way. I woke up, I think around 1 o'clock. Couldn't go back to sleep, so shaved my head real quick, gave myself a fresh baldy. Touched my beard up a little bit. Noticed I only had a couple cigarettes left. I said, you know what, I might as well go get them now. Usually I wake up around 3:30, get ready for work. So I figured I might as well touch the baldy up, touch the beard up and all that. Make a quick run to the store. That way I won't have to do it later. Maybe I can get out the house quicker. Maybe I could actually get to work on time this morning. Right? I won't have to drive like a fucking madman on the highway, trying not to be too late. As I'm coming out the store, right? As I'm coming out the store, I noticed this old guy looking into my car. Now, my first thought was, this motherfucker trying to steal my car or steal something out of my car. I'm ready to crash out. But I had just caught him peeking into the car. He was looking for me, right? He was looking for whoever was driving the car. He seen me say, I'm 50 cents short on a meal. Can you help me out? Which I would have done, but I didn't have no cash on me. I don't have no cash on me. Left my cash at the crib. Only thing I came out the crib with was my my Cash App card, right? Now, years ago, I would have came out the crib with my cash, because years ago, I was on some wish a motherfucker would type shit, you know. I would walk around with $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in my pocket, everywhere. Walk up to any given cash register anywhere and pull the whole fucking knot out my pocket to count $5 in a store full of people. I mean, I was really on some, I wish a motherfucker would try to take this shit, right? But with age comes wisdom, you know. I got a daughter now, you know. Ain't no need to be walking around nowhere 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. Even if it is my hood, you know. Even if I am born and raised here and, you know, I'm very comfortable here. There's really no good reason to be walking around with $3,000 and $4,000 of cash in your pocket, right? Especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I ain't come out the crib with nothing but my Cash App card. So I explained to the gentleman, I don't got no cash on me, man. I wouldn't mind helping him out, but I ain't have no cash on me. This old man, and see, it's stuff like this that'll tell you why some people end up in the situation that they're in, dealing with the circumstances that they're dealing with, right? So I said to him, you know, I don't got no cash on me, man. I'll help y'all, but I don't got no cash on me. He gonna say, oh, come on, man, you don't got 50 cent. You driving a BMW, you don't got 50 cent. So first off, this ain't no BMW. This ain't no BMW. So he stepped back and looked at the car. Oh, well, what is it? I said, it's a fucking Honda. Fuck. I wish it was a BMW, motherfucker. Right? But that's neither here nor there. I don't got no change on me. I don't got no cash on me. Is the whole point. But even if I did, why do you feel entitled to it? To the point that you now want to, what, try to give me some kind of lecture? Or put me on some kind of guilt trip? What, I'm supposed to feel like I'm a bad person because I don't have 50 cents to give you? Who the hell are you? That's crazy. Because look, man, little known fact about me. And most people would keep this to themselves, right? Most people wouldn't, tell this part of their lives. Most people don't like to talk about their failures or their hardships. I spent 4.5 years of my life homeless. I made two mistakes. That spiraled out of control and resulted in me being fucking homeless for about 4.5 years. And I'm talking about homeless. I'm not talking about sleeping in my fucking car. I didn't have a car to sleep in. I was on the street. For all these people that's homeless and sleeping in their car, that shit, having a car to sleep in, that's a fucking luxury. That shit would have been a luxury right there. You know what I mean? You got people who, sleeping on their cousin couch one night, sleeping on their homeboy couch another night, calling that homeless. That's you might not have your own shit, but you ain't exactly homeless. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I was homeless. On the street. Sleeping on benches. Sleeping on the patio of Starbucks. Homeless. And first off, there were very few times where I ever asked anybody for anything. To the point where most people didn't even know. Most people didn't even know I was homeless. I remember when I first came out of that shit, I was talking to this dude who had, me and him had been cool for a minute. And he didn't know. He didn't know I was homeless at all. He had no fucking idea. I forget how the conversation even came up or how I told him. But he was like, word? He was like, damn, you never told me. I never knew. I never knew you was homeless. You always dressed nice. You always got your beard shaped up. You be out here chilling. I didn't even know you was homeless. Cause I wasn't out here begging nobody for nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I damn sure never had the fucking mentality that somebody owed me something. And you know what's crazy is I ran into that same exact thing happened. I'm gonna say that might have been a year ago. This black dude was this black dude and this white chick, right? I guess that's his girl or something. And they was homeless. I ain't seen them in a minute, right? But it was like the same fucking scenario. It was like the same scenario. He asked me for something. I said no, I ain't have it. And this dude actually started going into this lecture about how he homeless and, you know, you never know, something might happen to you. Then I had to straight up tell the nigga, bro, I've been homeless. I was homeless for 4.5 fucking years. What the fuck you talking about? Like, nigga, you can't guilt me, nigga, because I've been where you at. Like, yo, fam, listen, man, being homeless is some fucked up shit. It is some fucked up shit, bro. Every day is nothing but trying to survive to the next day. You know what I'm saying? What do I have to do today to get through the day? You know what I'm saying? And then wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. Now, what do I gotta do today to get through this day? Rinse, wash, repeat, over and over and over. It's just a never-ending cycle of trying to fucking survive. You know what I'm saying? But one, when you're in that situation, you gotta understand, don't nobody owe you nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, you put yourself in that situation. 9 times out of 10. So 1, don't nobody owe you nothing. 2, you gotta have the mind state that you're gonna come out of this shit. Somehow, some way, you're gonna come out of this shit. You can't just wallow in your fucking misery. And see, that right there, you know, I'm not gonna say asking somebody for something is proof of it, but when somebody tells you no, or tells you that they ain't got it, and then you proceed to go into some kind of lecture like the world owes you something. Well, that tells me right there you're gonna stay exactly where you at, because you ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned nothing. Bottom line is, when you ask somebody for something, it's a possibility that they're gonna tell you no, right? And if you are an adult, you should know that. You should be able to handle it. I mean, has the world gotten so entitled that even homeless people think something is owed to them? That is insane. That is insane. I mean, this dude here literally stepped back and said, you driving a BMW, you don't got 50 cents. Nigga, what? If I was driving a Rolls Royce, I don't owe you 50 cents. And then talking about he 50 cents short on the meal. First off, especially considering who's working right now, I'm pretty sure, because this was right outside the 2-4, right outside the 24-hour store, right? That's what we call it. We call it the 2-4 here in Stanford, the 24-hour store, the 2-4. That's what we call it, right? I'm pretty sure, considering who's working right now, if he walked up in the store and was like, excuse me, sir, you know, I'm out here in a messed up situation. I'm a little hungry right now. You know, there's like some coffee and some bagels and stuff in the store. I'm pretty sure the person who's working right now would probably let him have something. You know, but nah, he don't wanna humble himself and do that. He wanna come up to me. First of all, what you gonna get with 50 Cent, fam? What you gonna get with 50 Cent? You can't even get a honey bun with 50 Cent no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get a honey bun with 50 Cent. I think honey buns was 50 Cent back in the 90s? I think maybe 96, 97. Honey buns was like 50 Cent. Bitches is like $2 now, bruh. What was you gonna get with the 50 Cent, player? What was you? I'm 50 cents short on a meal. And then where the fuck was you gonna eat at 2 o'clock in the morning? Downtown Stanford. Ain't nothing open downtown Stanford but Curly's, nigga. And who the fuck eats at Curly's anymore? I ain't had Curly since 2002, nigga. I don't even know why they still there. The fuck? I ain't gonna front. Curly's was the shit back in the 90s, but they fell the fuck off. I don't know what happened to Curly's, bro. I don't know what happened to Curly's. Curly's used to have the best breakfast in Stanford. Facts. If you from Stanford, you know it. Curly's used to be the shit. Curly's had the best breakfast in Stanford back in the day. I don't know what happened. They fell all the way off. They fell all the way off. Shit, man. Yeah, man. Oh, man. This was just a quick impromptu video. About to get back in here. It's 2:30. Almost 2:30. I'm driving around. Can barely see. I only got one contact in my eye. Because my right eye was bothering me. It was bothering me, and I noticed it was starting to get red. So I already know what that means. If I would have left the contact in, shit, by the time the afternoon came around, my eye would have been bloodshot red, and the light probably would have started hurting my eye. You know what I mean? So I took the contact out so my eye could get some fucking air, because that's all it is. That's all it is. A doctor had explained that shit to me years ago. Basically, if you mess around and fall asleep with your contacts on, sometimes you might wake up with your eye bloodshot red because your eye's not getting enough oxygen between your eye being closed and the contact being on your eye. So all the blood in your eye rushes to the surface to basically protect your eye, to keep you from going fucking blind or some shit, right? So, yeah, I had to take the contact out and then decided, let me take my ass to the store real quick. And, you know, here in the parking garage, it's pretty well lit, so I can halfway see. Right? When I drove out the gate, I said, oh, shit. I can't see a motherfucking thing. I had to drive slow as shit. I had to drive slow as shit. Yeah, man, bro. Without my contacts, man, I'm blind as shit. Blind as shit. Even with one in, can't really see like that, right? And decide I'm gonna drive somewhere at 2 o'clock in the morning. But fortunately, I'm only a couple minutes from downtown, so it wasn't nothing. Yeah, man, I thought I'd just share that quick little story with y'all. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Nobody owes you nothing, man. You know, like this. Literally the only thing keeping people on the street is a job, bruh. Literally. You know, like that couple that I bumped into last year that I was telling you about, the black dude with the white chick. If both of them get a fucking job, it's two of you. It's two of you. And then on top of it, her being a woman, she should never be broke. We gonna keep it PG-13. We ain't gonna go into detail on that. But her being a woman, she should never be broke. At least not homeless. All right, okay. We ain't gonna say never broke, because there's a whole lot of broke ass women run. No. Her being a woman, she should never be homeless. She shouldn't be on the fucking street. Look, man, let me get my ass in this crib. And I will holler at y'all later. Hey, make sure you check out my latest content, man. I put up a bunch of reels this weekend. And make sure you check out that Family Feud video that I did. Yeah. Somebody about to find out the hard way, man. Somebody about to find out the hard way. Some people just got to learn the hard way. It is what it is. Make sure you check out that Family Feud video, man. And I will holler at y'all later. All right? Deuces.